I practiced for 2 years, did 99 projects, and on my 100th project, I had a crisis. Yeah, I was like, life can't be just this way. You design, you live your work, you go. There's no, you never, I didn't see impact in the work I was doing.
Welcome to the Studio Little Bold podcast, where vision meets execution, creativity finds clarity, and mentorship unlocks potential. I'm your host, Abigail Osidiana, and this is the space for designers, dreamers, and change makers looking to build bold ideas and shape the future of interior design. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we have Nzisa on set. Nimesema delicately. Nisiharibu maneno kabla tuanze. Thank you so much for honoring our invite.
Thank you for having me.
So this interview, we've tried to make it work.
Siku zimekuwa mingi.
Back and forth, but you're here and I'm so grateful. Please take a moment to introduce yourself and tell us everything you want to know. Shameless plugs uziekelea hapa.
Sawa. Hi everyone. My name is Nzisa Kioko. I am a designer first. A chocolatier as well. I have a business, shameless plug. My business is called Sugar Drip. We sell chocolates. I said I'm a designer. I work at the intersection of social impact and human-centered design. I work in different sectors. I work in climate, I work in circularity, I work in healthcare, I work in what else? I work in agriculture, I work in I think whatever sector that can have me. Considering I am very sector agnostic and I find that learning is interesting for me, so whatever sector
unaingia hapo ndani.
Unaingia tu.
Haya,
tutajifunzia huko ndani.
Tutajifunzia ndani. So just for context, you said you're first interior designer.
I'm a human-centered designer. So a human-centered designer solves people's challenges with people. Yes.
Give us an example for context.
An example, in 2021, we were trying to solve the problem of how young people access sexual reproductive health information easily and without barriers. So one of the things we did, we worked with young people from 4 different counties in Kenya. And at the end of it, we'd tested, you remember Straight Talk? Ilikuwa into Straight Talk. The ninis, the magazines, the ones, it was called Straight Talk.
Yeah.
So we had Straight Talk, we had sports, we had a WhatsApp, like a digital solution. We had...
For all the different counties, or one to be used across?
For all counties, we were testing 4 different things so that we could tell which was the best one. And so I was working on the digital side where we worked with young people, parents, teachers, religious leaders, different people, so that you can have different people's buy-in and also input. So we tested all this with people, and then in the end now we came up with one of the solutions was a WhatsApp chatbot.
What was the chatbot for?
The chatbot was now giving young people information as well as letting them know places where they could access either a peer, they're called peer leaders or peer something, a peer leader, or where they could actually buy products that they could use. I know it's controversial, but young people wanted access to sexual reproductive health products bila stigma. So stuff like pads, stuff like condoms.
Let me ask, just based on this, and this will answer a lot for our viewers, What did you learn in uni? Did you go to uni first? And what did you learn in uni?
Yes, I did go to University of Nairobi, the University of Nairobi. And I did my bachelor's in design. So I majored in interior design. Yeah, so I have a Bachelor of Arts in design.
And then you left completely.
I practiced interior design for 2 years. Those 2 years, I was actually at A+ Interiors. You talked to Chetty sometime back. So I practiced for 2 years, did 99 projects, and on my 100th project, I had a crisis. I was like, life can't be just this way. You design, you live your work, you go. There's no, you never, and I didn't see impact in the work I was doing.
What kind of impact were you looking for at that time? Leave alone what you're doing now. Was it the same thing?
Sort of. I wanted to know how people interacted with the spaces we designed. I wanted to know, did what we had done actually work in the long run, or did they get to a point and then it became boring, or they wanted to change things up, etc. Yeah.
What did you find at that point?
There are no answers. You don't go back to the client to ask them.
Oh, so I thought, or the impression I was getting is, because of that curiosity, you went back. You're just like, oh,
yeah,
now I don't even know.
You don't know if the kitchen you created is working the way you envisioned it. Ama imekuwa to dead space for some people, ama something. Ama people have found other ways of reusing that space. So it was a personal crisis.
So now that made you leave?
I took a break.
For how long?
From February to I think May. And then Charles came back and told me, there's a project you have to do. So I went back. We worked on Cure Kijabe Hospital. And because I'd already had a curiosity on human-centered design. So when we started working on Cure, I started talking to kids about the experiences going to hospitals. And we ended up creating a very, very playful hospital. And so this now got me more curious into, how do I work with people to create things for them? I know people say when you're doing interior design, you'll do a consultation with the family. If it's a house, talk to everyone in the family about what they want. But you never think about when you're designing the living room, we don't talk to the whole family. You
talk to one stakeholder, for example, whoever will call the shots.
So the design of the living room does not maybe put into consideration the views of all these other people. So working on Cure Kijabe brought that perspective of children into how we were designing the space. And then I was like, okay, maybe this is something I can do. But then we don't do that in interior design. So then I quit again.
Do you think he actually... Okay, just a disclaimer. For context moving forward, we don't mention names of places. Just in case I ask you another follow-up tough question, people will know, oh, ilikuwa pale.
Oh,
you get. So that people can just take the lesson, not necessarily like, oh, you were bashed on ABCD place. You get? Sawa. So do you think that when he was calling you back to do this hospital, it was from the understanding of what you wanted to do? Or do you think it was those ones of like, kuja tu tufanye pamoja?
I don't know. Okay. I never even asked about it, by the way. I never asked about it.
So at that point now you decided like, okay, interior design is still not doing it for me. Wacha niende. By the time you're leaving...
Onape was jobless, ukumbuke. So I could have gone for the money.
Oh, really?
I could have gone back for the money.
When you left the second time, did you have a plan? Did you have a job, a plan, an income?
I had school.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
So I applied to the Nairobi Design Institute. sometime in October or no, actually September or August. So I was still I was still working. So when I applied, I went for the interview sometime in October. Then they took so long to respond. So in November, they responded and told me school starts on Monday. Like it was such a short notice.
Yeah.
Nini. So on Friday after work, I just said on Monday I'm not coming back. I'm going back to school.
What? No notice period? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Hapo nilifanya vibaya, but
Hapo
yeah.
ulianguka mtihani. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that you still, should I say in touch, you're still in his good books. Juu ndo alikurecommend.
I'm a really good designer.
He just chose a different path.
Yeah.
No, what I mean is, I'm shocked that he didn't, should I say, like,
hold it
it,
me.
like,
yeah.
Uyali.
But we'd been talking, and I told him I want to go back to school.
Okay.
I'm figuring out my path because I don't know if this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
So when you went back to school, what were you going to study?
Human-centered design.
How long was that course?
1 year, 2 months.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And when you went into it, did you find that, oh, this is something that okay, I like this, I'm enjoying it, like this was a good call?
Yes and no.
Uh-huh.
It's 1 year where it's 100% hands-on. That means I can't even take a side gig on the side. So what I did when I got accepted into the school, I paid all my school fees up front. Nikajua sasa, there's no quitting.
Huwezi itisha refund?
Hakuna kuquit. Mali tumefika
ni kumaliza na
kumaliza. So nikaanza shule. Ulikuwa umeniuliza nini?
Niliuliza, when you got into it, did you find like it's something, did it match your expectation or what you were looking for?
Sort of, yes and no.
Okay.
So at the beginning we were told there will be opportunities to earn while we do school work, because then we weren't doing fictional projects. We were supposed to do projects with companies. So if you're embedded in a company, if you're solving a problem with or a challenge with a specific organization, then that organization was meant to at least give you a stipend or something. Yeah. So there was that hope that would happen.
Did it happen? It did happen.
No.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe we didn't get paying projects. But the fulfillment I was looking for, where I go to the ground, I talk to people about what's happening, and then we start creating solutions based on what we're learning from people, not coming in because someone said these people need a mobile app.
And this particular, so by the time you're choosing this course to go back to school, and this particular school, who had guided you, or how did you know about it?
Mama yangu alinifukuza kwa nyumba siku moja, akaniambia asinipate kwa nyumba. Because unaona, I quit my job, nimeshinda nimelala kwa nyumba. So my mom is like, since I'm not living that bed, akirudi asinipate hapo. So I asked what's happening in Nairobi to my friends. Nairobi Design Week was happening. And so when I went to Nairobi Design Week, NDI was doing a presentation on the work that they've been doing. They'd done something in, I think, either Malawi or Zambia on menstrual health. So they were teaching, young people, both boys and girls, about menstrual health through a game. I found that really, really cool. Because us guys weren't even taught about menstrual health. But these ones are learning through a game that was designed to fit within their play. So that's how I got to know about Nairobi Design Institute. And I took Pauline's number. And I kept hounding her. When are you opening up applications? When are you opening up applications?
That's interesting. So what I'm taking away, and maybe also viewers can take away, is, you see the way she said, just looking at what's happening in Nairobi. So it means you can get a lot of things by just seeing what's happening around you. Sindio?
Yeah. Yeah. And these days it's even easier because you don't have to ask people. There are pages dedicated to telling you what's happening in Nairobi. There are WhatsApp group that tell you what's happening in Nairobi. So you don't even have to ask a person. So it's accessibility now is easier.
It's a lot
Yeah.
easier. Yeah, because sometimes people make a lot of excuses. Oh, I didn't do this because of this. I didn't do this because no one told me. No one, there's
No one needs to tell you. Everything is on your phone.
yeah. Haya. So I go back kidogo. Sindio? When you're in Campo doing the first now degree that you finished completely.
Yes.
Did you work? Did you side hustle? Did you do attachments?
I did not do any attachments.
Okay.
And this is because when I cleared high school, this is gonna sound very funny. I worked with my mom for 6 months, and then I asked her to pay for me to do a paramedic course. So I am a licensed and registered emergency medical technician.
How did you choose that?
I used to be a first aider in high school. So it was like, this is something cool. Maybe I can work on ambulances. But I never got to practice a lot.
So this is in what year were you doing?
This is in 2011.
No,
so
what year of like Campo?
No.
That was before.
So when us guys cleared high school, for those of us who are joining through JAB,
the gap,
we had to wait.
Yeah.
So
during
in that
period,
gap, I did EMT studies. Yeah.
I also had that gap. And me, I did a lot of just hustles here. Yeah, and there. Oh, okay.
So nikamaliza EMT. Nikaingia, I think I finished in February. Bado Campo iko September. So Coke Studio was happening. So I worked at Coke Studio as an EMT.
Wow.
Yeah.
For how long?
Season 1. Yeah, season 1. I worked the whole of season 1. But season 2 was when now I'd started Campo, so I didn't go back for season 2.
Do you remember how you got that job? The Coke Studio one? Was it like you saw an advert? Was it like someone told you?
No. So I think the contract was given to a company who some of the people who worked there were in St. John. So they knew I had graduated in so I think someone mentioned my name. I do not remember applying for that job.
Oh, so also guys, you can get opportunities just because of close proximity.
Yes.
You're not really looking, but maybe you finish this course and they're like, oh, there's someone looking for this. Do you want kitu kama hiyo? Oh, interesting. Sasa mi nataka kupeleka Isa. Hii podcast ya leo tutaenda hivi, guys. You just have to bear with me because my head is trying to connect so many dots. Sawa. Haya. So let me pin this one a little bit. Sindio? Sugar drip. At what point because at some point you're doing this for Coke Studio, then you've gone to school, you didn't do any attachments per se. Sindio? Did you do any jobs?
When I was in Campo,
I
used to go back to ambulance or to emergency jobs, etc., because they paid well and they were maybe a day's job or something. So responding to stuff like football matches. So that's what I was doing.
That's during holidays then?
Yeah, during
and
holidays.
It's just like random. It's not like every day. So how does that work out? Is it that you're just on standby if anything to care?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Especially if your license is up to date. Is it a license? Yeah. If it's up to date, people will call you for gigs.
Oh.
And then I was a member at St. John. So people knew.
Hey, guys, kuna hustle lingine hapo sasa nishawaambia. This one is a fresh one. I've not had anyone mention this one before. Hiya. So then you leave Campo. First thing you do is what? Is it a job? Is it an internship? Or how do you navigate?
I met Charles in campus
Okay.
when I was in 4th year. I knew Charles had an interior design company. So what did I do? I called Charles. I told him, I'm bored. I'm looking for something to do. Can I come see what interior designers do at work? I had never done an internship. And so that's now my
How you
interior
got
design
path
journey
started.
started.
Hiya. And then at what point did you start now chocolates?
Chocolates needs a juicy too.
Juicy ni how long?
We are 4 years old.
Juicy? 4 years the juicy? Oh my goodness. Ebu tell me, I'm interested. How do you get into now chocolates?
Into chocolates. Mtu kama hana job, you try everything. You try small businesses ni nini. 4 years ago.
Ngojeni kwanza mmesikia mtu kama hana job, you try everything. Acheni hapa kukulalia masikio.
So we tried a gifting business. We tried.
You and who? You're saying
my
you?
sister.
Okay.
And my sister. So we tried a lot of small things, and then we started doing chocolates. We didn't even we were figuring out things as we went. There was no we perfect then we take to market. Apana. We made first, then we
How
sold
did you
to
learn?
people. See,
Internet
experimentation, internet.
Allah.
Kaise kila kitu iko kwa simu yako.
Hiya. So me, I'd want to just plug that business a little bit more. Just sell yourself a little.
Okay.
Tell us.
So we have a chocolate company. It's called Sugar Drip. We have 4 different sizes of chocolate from 10 grams, which corporates like, to 100 grams, which all of us love. Yeah. We have 13 different flavors. Currently working on introducing 2 more. And we supply everywhere and anywhere. Our chocolates have traveled all the way to America, to UK, to Australia.
Tell us the flavors, the 13. Do you remember them?
I will try. Blueberry is one of our best sellers. We have white mint, dark mint. We have white coconut, dark coconut. We have raspberry. We have strawberry. We have orange. We have passion. We have. Guy nimesahau 9. So nimesahau 3. Oh, we have white. We have white plain. Then we have milk. Then we have. It's only 11.
How many to go? 2 more.
2 more. Oh, we have dark coffee. We have dark coffee. We don't have white coffee. It won't make sense.
So actually, why 13? Is that specific? Ama ile you just add a flavor and you add?
Ivo, tunaendanga tukiongeza. The flavors we even once had, but now don't have. The flavors we had before, tukona market hainini, but says the people are asking for them. So now they're coming back. So yeah.
Do you have physical locations that you can share, or is it online purchases?
We are purely online because a lot of people like the customization aspect of our chocolates. We did try having a drop-off point in CBD. Like we had chocolates in CBD, but the ones in CBD were not going because they were not customized the way people want. People want you to write "Happy Birthday, Sheila." Want you to write my name on chocolate. In CBD we can't offer that customization. But then in CBD you'd get someone could walk in and buy 1 piece. If you want customization, minimum order quantity is 4.
4 is of what grams? Or it
100
doesn't matter?
grams. 100 grams.
Okay.
Yeah, so each
Flavor.
No. Each size has a minimum order quantity.
Okay.
So the 10 grams, which got 40 shillings each, minimum order quantity is 100 pieces. Then there's the 25 grams. 25 grams goes at 100 bob. Minimum order quantity is 50. Then 50 grams, minimum order quantity is 10. So this one, you can get it customized. This for the 50 grams, we do not, what's it called? We do not offer in our own wrapper. So that one comes fully customized, inclusive of the box that it comes in.
For the others, can I customize the wrappers?
Yes.
Okay.
All our chocolates can be customized.
Okay. Interesting.
And then sasa we have the pack that's the 4 for 1600, which come in a very nice bag. I was supposed to come with samples. Alafu nikazisahau juu ya meza. Sasa samples mkaone Instagram.
Si tunataka kuonja, tutaki za kuangalia. But let me ask, if I wanted to customize my flavor, do you do that?
We can try.
Okay.
So the beauty of us making on order is we can experiment. But sasa that is a very small batch, not a big batch. Not mess a very big batch.
Small batch is like MOQ of?
Kama hizo nne.
Okay. Okay. Do you know what? This is so interesting because I was recently just looking for some of the things like I can have like for guests who come on the show, like custom to the podcast. You get, and this looks like a nice.
Yes. We can customize. We can even write, "Thank you for being a guest on our show." Blah blah blah. Yeah.
So we're going to drop her handles of sugar. Akona vitu mingi lakini tunaenda one by one. Tuanze na chocolate. Sawa. Tuna drop chocolates kwanza hapa. Sindio? Just go check out their page. Sindio? And then come back to the video. Sindio? Just pause. Enda wangalia wanasema nini just for context. See what you're going to order. Yeah? And then mimi pia nitakuwa customer.
Orders. Yeah. And make orders. Si muone tu peke.
Would you want to, other than the page, would you want to add a number, or the page is okay? You can just DM.
We also have a business number. Naeza wasomea.
Yes, please.
Offhead.
Hii mtu akikuuliza na gun, ukiniambia namba offered na kupea 5 million umepoteza.
Nitadanganya. Nitampatia namba ya sister yangu. Because akicall bado atasema sugar drip. So the number is 0790 507 708. Na ni rahisi, enye nafaa kuwa naijua.
Aki, nakwambia. Pesa tu na. Sawa guys, so mtu anataka chocolates, any customized chocolates, please go check their page. They have 13 flavors and 2 are coming soon. Sindio? Would you want to tell us which ones are coming soon ama hiyo ni surprise?
Hiyo ni surprise.
Abas.
Hata sisi bado hatuko sure. Tuna try a lot of things.
Nice. So let me just run into this side kidogo. What time do you have to do this? Because unafanya vitu mingi.
See, we all have 24 hours. Hapo tuko hizo 24 hours.
So, but this you're doing with your sister. So how are you separating your time? Is it that you've carved a specific time? Any time ya sugar drip. Any time your social impact. No.
Hakuna specifics. But if it's work, that takes a lot of precedence. Kwa sababu what we decided with my sister, my investment into my part in the chocolate business, that money will keep the business running. So I do not earn a salary from sugar drip. That goes back in. So sasa I still have to do this other jobs that I do sababu this gives me joy.
Haya, tuende sasa social impact. Deal nazo one by one. Hiyo strike. Your work on social impact, would you maybe explain to us a little bit more? You mentioned kidogo, but right now what you're doing and what maybe what you would need from someone else on on the other side of the screen.
So currently I'm doing a lot of work supporting entrepreneurs who are either trying to move from research or from just having an idea all the way to being either getting your first customer or gaining traction in terms of you've raised some funding, etc. So how I'm doing this by partnering with different organizations, different people, so that we can at least move the needle for entrepreneurs. Yeah.
What's the category of entrepreneurs? Like, what's the checklist that you must be for you to assist them?
There's no checklist.
Okay.
Just come with your problem, with whatever challenge you're going through in your business. And if there's a way I can help, we will help. If we can't help, we will at least try find someone who can help you. So what I've ended up creating is something I'm calling a system studio. It's still a prototype, so I'm testing it with entrepreneurs who are willing to go through the process with me for learning purposes, and also to at least have a proof of concept before I can start either fundraising for it or anything. So what the System Studio does, I'm reaching out to entrepreneurs who do not have access to Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Nini, all these innovation hubs, etc. So this is that person who either has a really, really good idea or has actually started solving something in their community and maybe gotten stuck because they don't know what's the next step to take, or they're struggling with some part of their outfit or something. Yeah, and then working with them to see how we can not just bring them into mainstream into like the mainstream ecosystem, but also at least offer them that opportunity to feel supported as they start their businesses or as they validate their ideas, etc.
So this what you're doing, is it for profit?
Currently, it's fully NGO.
Okay. But I've picked up something. Kuna category. Na category yako ni people outside the main cities.
So I'm trying to stay away from watu wa Nairobi mkona a lot of access to innovation hubs. But then, not just watu wa Nairobi. Kuna mtu ako, let's say Mukuru, doesn't know they can apply for these things and they're doing something, let's say in circularity.
Pin that actually. Tell the viewers niliandika hapo. Circularity ni nini, ndio uendelee kwanza before utupoteze. Mtu atabaki amepause video na Google.
Labda ni Google pia ameniwaambia, but
in layman too.
So circularity, I don't know if you've seen kitambo we used to say reuse, recycle, repair. It was 3 R's, sindo. So saizi, everyone is trying to see how we can create within a circular economy where we reduce the amount of waste that comes out of the whole process. So circularity is a process. It's where something that could have been waste can now become maybe a raw material for something else or something evil. So instead of having things that have an end of life, we are trying to create things that build up on each other without kwenda kwa landfill ama nini hivyo.
So my head is still stuck at this point of, in your 24 hours of a day, unafanya chocolates plus kui market. Ndio, have you have someone separate for marketing?
No. Ukiwa startup, ukiwa mkulima mdogo, you're everything.
Haya. Sasa, keep that in mind, sawa? Anafanya chocolates, anasaidia entrepreneurs, sindio? Then there's circularity, because that seems like completely different. Because
no, circularity is within the entrepreneurship angle.
Okay.
Sababu, entrepreneurs come from different sectors. And saizi, there's a very big push, especially within circularity. And places like Kenya have already been doing a lot of this circular stuff. For example, mkebe ya yogurt. Si mkebe ya yogurt hatutupangi kwa nyumba. Tunawekanga, tunakunywa maji nayo. That's circular.
Watu wengine. Watu wengine kila sisi.
Yeah, so
ile mkebe
like
za ice cream sahi ndani kuna githeri kwa freezer.
Yes. So we've already been doing this, but then a lot of people don't actually know they're already living a circular nini lifestyle. Ni tu kwa sababu si mama alisema usitupe, so hautupi, and you took that into your house as well. So yeah.
Okay, so these entrepreneurs okay, so let me gather myself. So that's how your everything is within this social impact, like ni vitu zimeshikana one way or another. Ziko related. It's not just random, like me, let's say with my podcast, and I'm maybe from, now which place can be so unlikely to have a podcast? Tuseme wapi? Karibu niseme Molo, watu wanichape kwa. But you get like Samburu, and then I want to be helped that it has nothing to do with this kind of work. It's, you get, got it, sasa nimeshikanisha. So they're more or less within the same field, the same realm.
Not really the same field. I like to say young people.
Okay.
A lot of time. Because young people have the ideas, you know?
But ideas within one realm, not just run or open to?
Kwa saizi, since it's a prototype,
okay,
and I'm taking anyone that's coming in,
okay,
so that I can also learn from helping people.
Okay.
So saizi sina sector. Hata mtu wa mtumba. Tuweza kusaidia kwa sababu the idea is, we keep saying we are creating jobs for young people, but an example, our government gave Uwezo Fund, into Uwezo Fund to young people, but there were no systems set up to help them to help them set up their businesses, grow their businesses, see how they can move from A to B, etc.
Okay, so now this, so Sugar Drip is one. Then there's your systems cafe, your systems
studio,
sorry. Other than that, system studio is still a startup.
Hiyo ni prototype.
Haijafika startup
mali pa kuitwa anything.
Haya. So it means you're doing a third thing. What's the third thing? Because ikishikanisha ile ingine ikulipi salary, hii ni prototype but it's still taking time. The third thing?
So I'm a freelance designer.
Okay. Which kind of designer?
I'm a human-centered designer, like I'd said earlier. So I do consultancies with different organizations, especially for research. Yeah.
Tell us more about that. If whoever wants to maybe hire you and they're hearing these things for the first, sometimes you actually hear things and you're like, actually, I need that. Hata sikujua it exists,
Yeah. So a lot of times, a lot of, acha nape example na M-Pesa. Tuliamka tukapata imechange, sindo? But then it wasn't usable for a lot of us. So one of the things I do under human-centered design and research is help figure out that usability feature. Help figure out that you're not just solving a problem because you see it as a problem, but you're solving a problem because it matters for a lot more people. Sababu, we've had instances where someone wakes up and says, hii area haina duka ya maji. So wacha nieke maji. You come, set up your shop, then you start wondering, where are people not buying my water?
And you can see clearly there's no water there.
There's
so
no
they need it,
shop for water.
Yeah.
But people are not buying your water. Maybe hata wanaenda mbali to get water. When you set up your shop there, you didn't do feasibility studies to figure out why is there no existing shop already, and these people are seeing the need. Where do they get their water? How do they get their water? Nini. So you figure out, is this really a problem that needs to be solved before you solve the problem?
It's like in Shags, my other Shags, I won't specify which one. Kuna, the people donors come and they're like, watengezea wells and stuff. So there are a couple of wells and stuff, and you're like,
and people are not using the wells. Watu bado wana prefer kwenda kuchota kwa river, sindo? So it's like that. There was a study that was done, I think in Nigeria. A certain organization came and built very, very nice wells. But then people will still cross the highway to go to the river to fetch water.
So for this one, how do you market yourself?
LinkedIn.
Oh, you really?
Yeah,
so it's people who are very
LinkedIn.
specific and kind of know that there's this thing that come to you.
It's something that's been growing, especially in our market. There's been a lot of buzz on people now building solutions for people, not just building a solution because it's a solution. So I've found myself working in different sectors, in different spaces, because different people are now interested in how they can use human-centered design to make their programs respond to the needs of the people, or to tailor what they want to offer to people to make sure that it works for them.
Let me ask you something still on that. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I can't remember when, during our back and forth, and you told me, by the way, tomorrow I'm going to be having, was it a webinar?
Oh, yeah.
What was the webinar about? Of all these things?
What was the webinar about? That's in April, Cinder.
Yeah.
So I did my master's and I wrote a dissertation on
Your master's was in?
Sustainable development.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wrote my dissertation on research that was looking at the effectiveness of entrepreneurship programs in East Africa. So I was using the webinar to not just talk about my research, but also to see what the industry is saying.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's realization that people don't share data. People don't want to share data. And so to make my research more credible and to also ensure that it just doesn't sit as a paper in school, that it gets translated into either policy or a solution somewhere. I've started sharing out what I learned, etc. And the System Studio is also a response to that research.
So have you finished?
Yeah, finished. I graduated.
So you're just continuing on it. But so do you intend on having more webinars?
Yes.
Oh, you
yes,
do?
Yes.
Hey, Ziza. Acha tu ni absorb kwanza because nasikia information overload. Because kuna vitu vingi unatouch on and I'm just curious. I'm like, hey, and let me ask her that one. And then viewers, this episode, you'll just bear with me. And then if you have additional questions, in the comment section, please. I'm going to drop her handles, her contacts. Sindio? Just ask whether it's on the, human-centered design, whether it's on chocolates. Anafanya kila kitu. Haya.
Kimbia ndo sifanyi.
Kikimbia ndo ufanyi. Those one, that's where you draw the line.
Only the wicked one.
Haya. Let me ask. So from school, and this is now 3 schools. There's the undergrad interior design, there's the master's, and there's this other when you are changing, you're transitioning. Between school and now working, everything that you've done, what do you think has been your biggest surprise?
That I am not scared of change.
Okay.
That I'll walk into a whole new industry and still thrive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How do you usually have like a time from when me by this time takuwa nimejiadjust? Is it you adjust when you adjust
I don't have timelines. Kwa sababu I realize ukieka timelines ndo unakwanga na stress ya guy sijafika hii place but I've never had a deadline on this has to happen by this time. I've just known this is how I want to shape my career, this is how I want to shape my journey. So saizi I'm in a very murky space in that I'm not really sure how I'm going. Am I going to start my own thing? Am I going to get employed? Am I going to start my own thing because nimekosa employment? Am I going to start my own thing because I am following the research or the data etc? Am I going to get employed because lazima nikuwe na chakula? Sijui bado. So niko hivi.
Wait. Yeah, that's surprising. What do you think? How was it adjusting to everything, just to the changes? Yes, you're not scared, but how are you taking it on the ground? Na wachana na ile kwa roho yako uko like ami siogopi, but now reality. How has it been adjusting?
I think if you have a great support system wherever you move to, and then having that mindset of I'm open to learning, and you can always start. Like however senior I become, I know I can always go back and start again. So that mindset has been really, really helpful, especially in all the pivots that I have done in my life.
Because it's a lot. Yeah. What do you think has been the biggest or toughest skill that you felt like this one I have to learn of all? Because I usually feel like those skills huwa zinabebana anyway. Hii unatumia hapa, utatumia pale. Ile when you look across board, you're like, wow, this is the one skill that's helping me survive on all.
A specific skill.
That's keeping you afloat.
I think human-centered design as a whole, because then you can translate anything in any industry.
Oh, okay. That knowledge, that background information, or that, being attuned to that.
Because it's right now, I'm moving towards calling it systems thinking. Sababu then it allows you to look at a system as a whole, at an ecosystem as a whole, instead of just focusing on one thing.
Okay. And how has it been navigating hierarchies?
That's the interesting thing. On this side of things, hierarchies are not really important because it's what you know. Like, it's your knowledge base that's giving you a seat at any table. It's not at you're a senior person here, whatever. And a lot of hierarchies on this side are usually horizontal, not vertical.
Explain to someone who doesn't know what horizontal hierarchies is.
Let me give an example with somewhere I worked. So I worked in a company in Rwanda where there was no specific hierarchy that said, I am your boss.
Okay.
Yes, they had the formal systems of you're a senior, you're junior, you're nini. But when it came to working on a project, everyone had equal roles.
Equal means
like your expertise is in human-centered design, you're going to be the lead designer on this project. It doesn't matter your junior or your senior. So if you're taking lead on fieldwork, you are taking lead on fieldwork. You are really good on, let's say UI, you'll take lead on prototypes.
So you can be leading even your boss because
Yes.
they're on the team.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, now you're running the team. Hakuna ati, oh, but ni boss wangu, nini. Interesting.
So then everyone gets to grow both horizontally and vertically, because then you have champions within the team who know ako fiti kwa this specific thing.
Oh, that's so interesting. Wasn't that such a shocking experience? Because you live...
No, it is because sababu one, I'm telling myself I am really junior in this position, but you've given me such responsibilities. Sasa inamaanisha I will work twice as hard because I do not want to fail you and I do not want to fail myself.
And you don't want to look like, oh my God, that opportunity was
wasted
a waste.
On you.
Wow. Hey, how long do you think it took you to adjust? You like, hey, even dokunaenda, like, you're just like, okay, we'll just adjust.
Sometimes you just adjust as you go. Like there's no time to panic. Like you're panicking, but you're inside there and everything is happening.
Yeah. That's so interesting to learn. I didn't know that. Oh, wow. Haya. Also, in that side of the world, how does client feedback come in? Does it operate in the same way the way in interior design is? You know, like, is it the same kind of system? Because now even hierarchies ni hivi. Sindio, in terms of clients, how is there hierarchy in terms of who the client talks to and then it goes down? Ama still I'm the lead, kila mtu ana deal tu na vitu zake?
So one, si client kwa sababu kuna donor and funder.
Uyo accounting kama client?
Sijui mbona tuitange client.
Okay.
Kuna donor mwenye ametoa pesa na akona inaitangoje, akona mandate yake. But kwa ground kuna the program participants ama some programs call them beneficiaries. Kuna beneficiaries, ndo? Sisi tunaenda kufanya research. So sisi tukapa katikati, we are the in between. These guys want to do a digital solution. These ones just want information. So we go do research, we understand this is what they want. They want information, yes, but this is how they'd appreciate if it was packaged this way. So
that you're not enforcing in the way that doesn't make sense to them.
So an example, a project we're doing, the donor really wanted to do a digital solution. But we were doing this in a rural space where one access was going to be very iffy. So once we'd learned what would work for the participants, we went back to the donor and told them, by the way, this is what's happening on the ground. This is what we are learning. And this is where the data is taking us. So this is the solution that we would propose. But because you still need a digital facing thing, this is how we will package it so that there's a digital layer to the solution, but the people still get what they want. So we ended up creating champions, so local champions who would now access the digital interface, but then the people will now go to the local champions. So kazi ya local champion ni asome, ashike everything. Mimi kama mtu wa ground, kwa sababu sitaki kudeal na screen, nataka kudeal na mtu, mimi naenda kwa champion ananiambia what nini, and it was a mental health solution. So it really worked, and yeah, it's still working.
It's like folks, like when you have older folks, and for example, they keep coming to you like, nice, yangu sijui kona nini, ebu niangalile. In your head, you're like, but we've done this many times. Why can't you just learn, go and nini on TikTok or wherever, and then you know how to do it. Oh, anataka tu wewe. Wewe ndo uifanye. Haya.
So it translates in real life.
Do you have an area of unexpected growth that when you look back, you're like, all this experience has made me this?
An area of unexpected growth. I think in thought leadership.
Okay.
I find myself very comfortable in spaces. If I hadn't gone through this journey, I wouldn't have gotten into. Example, yesterday I was speaking at the Trade and Development Bank. They had a forum where people in the room are proper subject matter experts in trade, in development, in nini. Mimi yangu ni surface level, by the way. Sijafika huko bado. Like mtu anakuongelesha na kuambia sijui the Vienna Convention, sijui nini. Mimi zo nisoma class. I think niliziacha kwa class. This is their work every single day. So I am comfortable having a conversation with someone who will give me 1 million facts because I'll give them lived experience of what's happening on the ground. And that's why I love human-centered design, because I get to be on the ground. I get to work with students, work with young people, work with women, work with children, etc. on the ground. So I can represent lived realities in rooms where people see this on either reports, slides, wherever.
And I'm connecting this to what you told me when you were outside shooting our reel. When you were mentioning, and I asked you, do you have a good memory? And you told me, no, but mi si mtu wa kukram, mi lazima it make sense, you get? So we lazima, like ume internalize, you've lived it, you've seen it, like that's why you're thriving so much, I think, in this particular
Thank you.
role. Oh, wow. Aki, me, I don't know, this episode has gone so different than I expected. And Kwanza, before we go to how are you feeling about it? Because I remember you were feeling like, is this relevant? You know, is this...
Matter tumongia sana. I didn't even expect for the because I kept wondering, how will the conversation go? Do I need to like revise something?
No.
But tunongelelea my lived experience, which makes it very easy to talk through it.
How do you feel like usually build resilience when you're set with, setbacks happening in your life? Do you have a specific when you like pick myself up and
you cry? Talk to your mother and sisters and brother and then go back and try again.
You're just picking yourself up. Higher.
And having a very good friend group.
You're social and very... that's nice.
I have 4 best friends.
Wow. Hisi mnasumbuana.
Sasa shida ni kila mtu alichoose country yake.
Okay.
Sasa tumebaki wawili Kenya.
And all the others are friends to each other?
We are all friends together.
Okay.
We go on holidays together. Tulisoma pamoja pia.
Haya. So lovely. Me I struggle on friendship. Friendship inataka intentionality. It needs you to be,
hii yetu imetake a lot of intentionality because one of us moved to UK a while back. I lived in Rwanda for 2 years. Then I came back. Saizi, one has now moved to Egypt. Nona. So another one is in Germany. So it's all late night calls, video calls. That is where our friendship is right now.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Haya. Last but not least, do you usually go for networking, or what's your version of networking actually? You can be a networking. What's your version?
What versions exist?
So there's those ones who, when these events, let's say, what's happening in Nairobi, you're showing up. What's happening in interior design groups, you're showing up. This do what cocktail, you're there. There's those ones of me, I network with the people I work with.
I go for events.
Oh, you do?
But I'm strategic about events and places I go to. So I go for I happened to do something in Sweden. I got a scholarship for something. So every time the Swedish embassy calls, I will go for those events because I have seen the value that relationship has brought for me. I have friends in the industry who still keep me in the loop in terms of what's happening. Wakinitumia kama sasa this week, Monday I was at an event, Tuesday I was at an event, Wednesday I got to speak at an event. All this were people in the industry who are telling me, come speak about this, come join this conversation, come. And it's because I keep writing on LinkedIn about my experiences, nini about what I'm doing.
Oh, actually, so even based on that, what social platforms, so other than LinkedIn, do you use actively, and which ones actually bring you your clients you get, or is it more like word of mouth? Because you're in such a niche kind of, wachana sugar drip, you at least there's a market everywhere, but you're in such a niche kind of career, you know.
LinkedIn, word of mouth.
Okay.
People you may know.
Really? Yeah. Just to wrap it up, what advice would you give an aspiring interior designer, considering uliingia, ukatoka, ukafanya hivi, like, so don't feel as though it has to be something about interior design field or what you know, just based on your experience, what would you advise someone?
Don't box yourself. Like, usiseme when you are renders na ukae kwa renders peke. Try everything. Haujui gani itajipa one. Na pia you don't know where you'll thrive as yourself. If I hadn't practiced interior design for those 2 years, I don't know if I would have been where I am at right now. Na pia ask. You know, every time you say, oh, but sitamuuliza, maybe namsumbua nini. Ask. Without asking, you do not have a no. Once you ask, that's when you'll either get a no or I'll think about it, ama a yes. Because getting into interior design, I didn't know anyone. Nitoka kwa class, nikaona I've been seeing this man in school. Let me call him. Nikamcall, akanipatia kazi. Nikiingia Nairobi Design Institute, once I was done, I didn't know people in the ecosystem. Other people opened doors for me because niliuliza.
So just asking, you won't die if
you won't die
if you
if
hear
it's
no.
a no.
But you have so much to gain by just that asking. It can be yes and it can be 2 yeses, like niko na hii na pia kuna hii ingine. Wow.
And also talk about yourself. Like talk about the things you've done. Hata kama ni ndogo. Like yes, you're starting out, hauna experience in nini, but maybe you did renders for I don't know what house and they came out really nicely. Talk about them.
Blow your own trumpet. I heard that from another guest on this season. Yeah. So talk about yourself and don't box yourself. With that, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This was so lovely. And I'll just go back to the episode and go vitu zingine nakwambia na hii ulisema hivi, ebu niambie sasa off chat. But for sure we have to connect on the chocolate thing, because I've been looking for something that I want to make my own without being the one to make it.
Oh, awesome.
You get? Yeah. So that we make something custom, like for the podcast, and Mungu ndo alikutuma haki.
100%.
Ndo hiyo. Thank you so much. We're going to drop her socials here. And please follow, subscribe, comment, tell us what you've learned. Sindio, go check out the chocolates. And until next time, bye.